So let us start with general term. So have you done binomial theorem in your CBSE class?
Yes, sir.
So we know that if a plus b to the power n, where n belongs to positive integer, then its expansion is nc0 a to the power n plus nc1 a to the power n minus 1b plus nc2 a to the power n minus 2b square, and it keeps on going, and the last term will be ncn b to the power n. So there are total number of terms which are actually one more than the index, that is the power n plus 1 it is. And if you observe here, NCR, what it means is n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Example, if it is 5C3, so it means 5 factorial by 3 factorial, and 5 minus 3, that is 2 factorial. Sometimes we leave it like this as 5C3, but where it is a small value, we can calculate like 5 factorial can become 5 into 4 into 3 factorial. And 3 factorial and 2 factorial is 2 into 1 is 2. 3 factorial cancels, and this become 5 into 4, 20, and 20 by 2 is 10. This value will come out. Now, some other observations are also say there that a power is decreasing 1 by 1, and at the last a power is actually 0. Similarly, if you see b power, so b power here is 0, and then it is increasing 1 by 1, and at the last it is b to the power n. So this is how this is getting expanded. Now, if we talk, first write this down. Detail. Hello. Rishita, have you written it?
Yes, sir.
Oh. So now we talk about the general term. So if we see the general term here, which is r plus 1th term. So it is ncr a to the power n minus r d to the power r. This is the general term. Like if it is given 5 plus x to the power 6, and it is asked what is the fourth term. So instead of expanding this, we can use this general term formula. So fourth term is actually 3 plus 1th term. So here r is equal to 3. Okay, as 4 is 3 plus 1. So we apply it here. NCR, n is 6. This is n. CR, r is 3. And then a is here 5. To the power n minus r, that will be 6 minus 3. And then b is x. To the power r only, that is 3. So this is 6c3, 5 to the power 3, x to the power 3. So this is how you can write it. Now, similarly, there can be variety of questions on general term. Like if I give you a question here on general term. So coefficient of second term of x minus y whole cube is equal to coefficient of third term of x plus y to the power n. This is given. Find n. So write this down and try this question. I hope you have written this. Now, when we try this question, can you tell what is the coefficient of second term of x minus y whole cube? First, try to find out what is the second term of x minus y whole cube. So this is t of 1 plus 1. What will be that?
That will be NC0.
No,
Um,
3, n is
and
3. So 3c1. N is r is 1.
yes, sir. Plus 1.
Yeah. There x to the power
2.
and minus y to the power.
1.
So this will become minus 3c1 is 3. Okay, when you will calculate 3c1, it will be 3 factorial by 2 factorial into 1 factorial. So it will be 3. 3x square y will be. So now we are interested in coefficient. So coefficient is, which is not variable. Coefficient of T2 is equal to minus 3 only. Now we come to the second part. Coefficient of third term of x plus y to the power n. So when we talk about the third term of x minus y to the power n, then it will be T3 of x plus y to the power n, which is T2 plus 1. And what will be that?
3c2
Here
plus
it will be
1.
n. Here it will be n because the power is n. There the power
And
was 3.
nc2 x cubed
X to the power
and
n minus 1.
n minus 2 and y minus y to the power 2.
Yeah. So this is what we will get. Now we are interested in coefficient. So what is the coefficient of T3 here? That is NC2. Okay, we are not interested in X and Y. Now it says that this minus 3 is equal to NC2. Now that is a great issue because a negative quantity can't be equal to NCR. Okay. So I think the minus sign will have to be not accepted here. Otherwise, what will happen that it will become, it won't be possible. So coefficient we'll talk about is 3. Okay, let's talk about coefficient is 3 only. Now just equate NC2 and 3. And find what is N, what is the value of N. Yes, so when you will equate NC2 to 3, what will happen? It will be n factorial upon n minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial equal to 3. And n factorial upon n minus 2 factorial, this portion is actually n into n minus 1. Because after that, it will be n minus 2 factorial, which will get cancelled with the denominator.
Yes, sir.
And this 2 factorial is actually 2, which will get multiplied with 3, and you will get 6. So the equation becomes n square minus n equal to 6. which means n square minus n minus 6 equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic. Can you find n from here by middle term splitting?
So minus n square minus 5n minus n minus 6, right,
No,
sir?
no, this is not how we will do the middle term splitting. It will be n square minus 3n
Minus 3n
plus,
plus 2n.
yeah, yes, this is how we will do the middle term splitting. Minus 5 and that will not give you the result. So n into n minus 3 by plus 2 into n minus 3 equal to 0. So you get n minus 3 into n plus 2 equal to 0. So you get n equal to 3 and minus 2. Minus 2 you can't accept because negative cannot be n. The power we can't take as negative here. So n is equal to 3. This will be our answer. Let us come to the next question. This is an objective MCQ. If the general term is 91C2 x to the power 89, what is the expansion? So option A, x to the power 91. Option B, x minus 2 to the power 90. Option C, x minus 1 to the power 91. Option D, x plus 1 to the power 90. Which expansion will give you this? So it is not so difficult. If you observe n, that will give you the answer. What is n here?
Right, 91.
91. So the index n is 91, which means that out of all these four options, which option has the power 91?
C.
C. A is also 91, but that is not an expansion. That is a single term. So C is fine. Now further, if I ask you which term is this? Which rth term is this? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Which term is this? So what you will say?
80. Hmm,
So for that you need to know R. What is R?
2.
R is 2. So which term is this?
Second term.
No. If R is 2, then the term will be R plus 1th. So it will be the third term.
Yes, sir.
It will be third term. Because R is 2, so R plus 1th term is actually third. So it will be on expansion A91C2 x to the power 91 minus 2 minus 1 to the power 2, which will give you 91C2 x to the power 89 and minus 1 square root. So you will get this. So this is the third one, right?
Yes, sir.
Write it down.
I'm done, sir.
Okay. So let us come to the next question now. So this is a direct question. It says simply find the coefficient of x to the power 8 in the expansion of x plus 2 to the power 11. Similarly, one more question is there. Determine the coefficient of, try both of this, of the x to the power 5, y to the power 7 term in the polynomial expansion of x plus y to the power 12. So what will be the expansion of x to the power 8 here? When you will get x to the power 8,
When
like
r equals to 7.
when r equal to 7, then in that case, that it will be different. You are saying that T8, which is T7 plus 1. So 11C7,
No, it will be when it's 3, when r equals to 3. 2.
when R is equal to 3. Okay. So T, T4 you are talking about. So it will be, this was, 1 second. So when we are T4, we are talking about that is T3 plus 1. So 11C3 x to the power 11 minus 3 and 2. Yeah, correct. So what will be the coefficient finally?
11c3.
Into 2 cube also. No? That is also a constant here.
Yes, sir.
We won't take this, we will take this. So 2 cube is 8 into 11C3. We can write it like this, or we can calculate it. So this is type of hit trial, but is there any way in which you will be sure that it has to be like you first took 7, then you took 3? So is there any way without any hit and trial you find out? So there is also one more way. You write the general term, TR plus 1. That will be 11CR x to the power 11 minus R 2 to the power R. Now you know here that the power of x is 11 minus. So equate it to 8. From here you will get R is equal to 11 minus 8, that is 3. Now you put that R here. So it will be T4 is equal to 11C3 x to the power 11 minus 3. And you can proceed. Okay, so you can write it down. Because if suppose number is very big, there is in hundreds, power is in thousands, so it will be difficult to do it by hit and run. So there
Yes,
is a
sir.
proper method. This is how you can write a generator term and then find out R. Similarly, do question number 2. Right, second question. You have to find the coefficient of the x to the power 5, y to the power 7 term. So here also you can take a general term, R plus 1th term, and there see when you will get x power as 5 or y power as 7. Anyone you can take. So what will be the general term here? What will be the r plus 1 term here?
NC N NC 2 plus 1. Sorry, T 2 plus 1.
Why 2 plus 1? R is not 2.
R is 3, right, sir?
R is not 3 also. This is a different question. What is N? What is N for this question?
R is 5, 6.
R is what we have to find out. Why are you going for R? Take R as R. What will be R plus 1th term? Just tell that one.
NCR plus 1.
What is N here?
12 CR plus 1.
Y plus 1, we just write 12 CR. And then,
Yes, sir. And X 5 by 7.
no.
It's
Why are
6.
you going for extra of 5 y to the power 7 right now? Forget about it. Just tell me what is the general term of this expansion.
Uh,
X to the power 12 minus R, y to the power R.
R. Yes, sir.
This is the general expansion. Now, we don't know about this x to the power 5 y to the power 7. We are just writing the general term of x plus y to the power 12. So this is the general term of x plus y to the power 12. Now, what is being asked in the question is that x to the power 5, y to the power 7 has the coefficient. So when you will get x to the power 5 and y to the power 7, when r will be equal to
R will be equal to, that's what, sir? 5 and 7. In this case,
r,
5
r will be 7.
and 7. Yes, sir.
Y to the power 7 it will become, and this will be 12 minus 7, 5 it will become. So
Yes,
x
sir.
to the power 5 into y to the power 7 you will get when you will put r is equal to 7 in this one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the answer would be for the second one is that r is equal to 7, which means the coefficient 12CR is equal to 12C7. That is your answer. So it is a very simple question. You are just getting confused because you are seeing the power of x and y both. Concentrate on one. Just see the power of y. When you see the power of y, that it is r and 7, so r equal to 7. Automatically the power of x will become 12 minus 7, 5. You don't have to do it for separately. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
What is the last digit of the number square root of 51 plus 1 to the power 51 minus the square root of 51 minus 1 to the power 51. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
So what you have to approach, how you have to approach this question is root over 51 plus 1 to the power root over 51. Not root 51, 51. This is 51. Power is 51. You expand this, not all the terms obviously. First with 3 terms and end with the last term. You see the expansion. What is the nature of expansion? Similarly, expand root over 51 minus 1 to the power 51. Write first 3 terms and then the last term. In between, put dot, 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 dot. After you will do that, subtract from the first one, second one, all the terms like this. So you will observe a pattern. So first do this. Yes, Rishita, how are you doing it? So
So
if you
I
write
got the answer as 1.
answer as well, how have you done it? Can you tell me?
Yes, sir. 1 second. So I tried that C51, C51
No, first will be
because
51 C 0.
yes, sir. But yeah, yes, sir. And then the my root of 51 will raise to 51
Okay.
and 1 raised to 0.
Yeah, that will be common.
That will be the first digit.
Okay.
And then the same, all the even digits will get cancelled out, right, sir?
Okay. Let us see.
Like this one will get cancelled as second number. And I use the help of calculators, not normally.
You use calculator.
Yes, sir.
No, you can't use calculator. That you can't do. You can't use calculator. And will be root 51 to the power 0 and 1 to the power 51 will be 1. Here you will write 51 C0 into 51 to the power 51. Keep your calculator in the locker somewhere and give the key to your parents and ask them that they will not hand over the key to you. Okay. This goes like this, and this will be. So when you will subtract, what will happen? This will become plus, this will become minus, okay? This is minus on subtraction, and this is minus minus, it will become plus. This will be minus, next one will be plus, and this will become plus. So the even position terms will add up and odd position terms will cancel. So when you will subtract, so that this subtraction, let us call it as I, is equal to 2 times of 51C1 root over 51 to the power 50, then 51C3 root over 51 to the power 48, and so on. Then we have 51C49 root over 51 to the power 2, and then 51C51. This is what will happen. Now, if you observe here, 51C51 C1 into root over 51 to the power 50. The root will cancel and it will become 51 to the power 25. Then 51C3 and it will be 51 to the power 24, half of 48. And you keep doing this, 51C49 and root over 51 square is 51 plus 51C51 is 1. This is what you will write it. So till here it is fine. Now we have unit digit is asking now. Last digit of this number. This will give you 1. This will give you run again. What can we get the last digit? It is not becoming multiple of 0, 0 is 10. Let me confirm. Okay. So here one more concept has to be used, which is little different from binomial. It says that 51 to the power uh, n when gives um, when you divide by 10 to the power n. Okay. So this includes a concept of modulo. I will try to simplify it for you in the next class and then explain it. Okay. Till now, till here the calculation is fine, but there is a concept of modulo which is involved. That is remainder when we divide 51 to the power something with 10 to the power something. So further part I will explain in next class. Okay. But don't use calculator. So you can write it till here. Further part is a modulo part that I will explain in the next class.